Hey, welcome back. Today is February 21st, Sunday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets in the short-term future, before diving into the graph, GRTUSD, and see what exactly has gone on in this market. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, please do subscribe to my channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculative opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market. First, most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me where the money could be trading into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today we do have Bitcoin dominance up about 0.2% today, so very little change. Now this breaks down to Bitcoin price action up about 4% today, while total altcoin market cap up over 3% today. So this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, which I would usually see Bitcoin price action leading that in gains ahead of the total altcoin market cap. Okay. Now, Bitcoin dominance is still my focus here, and on the daily time frame is still what I'm looking at, okay? Because I said there could be a bullish pattern that's still developing on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which is a inverse head and shoulders pattern, as what I'm seeing right now, as we do already have quite a bit of the pattern that's developed. The next hint I am looking for the Bitcoin dominance price action to do is for it to come up to the 64.25% fib level right here, which has been tested quite a few times, and I do expect that to be the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. If this inverse head and shoulders pattern does play out, Bitcoin dominance would change course and trends back up. Not as ideal for the altcoin price action, because the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards is where I would usually see, like I said, Bitcoin price action leading that in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. I usually do emphasize Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, because on the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading that in gains ahead of Bitcoin price action. Now, let's go to Bitcoin price action here and see where exactly we're at. Bitcoin price action here still making new highs, currently about 58K. Now, since Bitcoin price action is making new highs here, I would not be surprised if Bitcoin dominance does trend back up, so there's some sense there, okay? Because more money is flowing into Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin price action does pull back, it can still have a bearish effect on the total altcoins price action, okay? The magnitude of that effect would depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's take a look into GRTUSD and see where exactly we are at, okay? So not much has changed since my last post here on the graph. Let's take a look into the RSIs on the higher time frames from the monthly down to the daily and see if we still have any overbought RSI readings I should be looking out for, or possible bearish divergence scenarios. On the monthly time frame, we don't have an RSI reading, so let's go down to the weekly, where we still do not have a RSI reading. So 3-day here. Currently, we are at about 82 for RSI here. Okay, let's see if this 3-day time frame, this candle actually ends in a bearish candle, or would it actually continue with a bullish candle here? If it actually ends up in a bearish candle here, then possible bearish divergence for the next 3-day candle if it makes a new high, or for the next new high on the 3-day time frame, that is. Okay, because then right now, I would still consider this to be one top. If we actually make a dip here, okay, and the next high, the price action actually makes in the 3-day candle, then I would have two tops to compare and see if there's bearish divergence. Let's take a look into the daily time frame here. Daily time frame, we're RSI reading of about 75. Okay. Now the last high I'll be comparing to for possible bearish divergence scenario here would be this one right here at about $2.35, okay, on the daily time frame, which had an RSI reading of about 91. So possible bearish divergence there if the daily candle was to actually make a new high on the daily time frame here, okay. So let's do a quick recap. On the 3-day time frame, we are in overbought territory. Gonna look out for how this 3-day candle ends. If it actually ends in a bearish candles, possible bearish divergence scenario. On the next high, if it makes a new high on the 3-day time frame. Daily time frame here, we're still in overbought territory, and next high the daily candle actually makes, or the daily time frame actually makes, if it makes a new high, still possible bearish divergence here. Now let's go down to the 4-hour time frame here, or even the 2-hour time frame from my last post, where I did mention there was a possible double bottom pattern that could have been developing or could be playing out. Right now, it does seem like this pattern has taken quite a bit of time to actually play out, okay? And last time I did say, if the price action here actually gets a 2-hour candle close above this $2.45 level, then this double bottom pattern could be playing out. We had a very slight close before getting rejected, so this pattern looks invalidated to me, or at least it could be taking a lot longer to play out. However, I do see another pattern that could be emerging, which could be a cup and handle pattern, where I do see a bigger rounded bottom that's still forming right here. Okay, so I'm more likely to lean towards the cup and handle pattern now because the double bottom pattern has taken longer to play out. So let's do a re-estimate here, okay? If this is in fact a cup and handle pattern, let me use the 2-hour time frame here for reference because it's just more consolidated and easier to read. I would have the neckline to be about $2.80 for psychological resistance, which could be the neckline here, okay? And we have seen quite a bit of trading history that has not been able to close above this $2.80 level. So I would safely say that this could be the neckline of the possible cup and handle pattern that has not yet completely been validated. I do think that is the pattern that is developing, however. Now, cup and handle patterns, in my opinion, usually consist of a bigger rounded bottom followed by a smaller rounded bottom, okay? And the neckline here, which would be about $2.80 in my estimates. Now, the bigger rounded bottom still has yet to fully form, so I'm still waiting for the bigger rounded bottom to form, and then followed by a smaller rounded bottom. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, this bigger rounded bottom has to fully form. So, according to my estimates then, price action does need to come up to about the $2.80 level, okay? Possibly getting a rejection, initial rejection at the $2.80 level and form a smaller rounded bottom. So I'll be looking out for that. Now, if and only if this cup and handle pattern gets validated and forms, I would have a measure target according to the neckline that I have estimated here, okay? If this neckline actually changes, then this will actually change the measure target, but according to my estimates here, I will have a measure target here of, let's do an estimate here, about $2.80 down to the bottom of the pattern, which is about, let's say $1.70 just to be even. So that's $1.10. Adding it back on top of $2.80, that will give me $3.90 as a measure target if and only if this cup and handle pattern develops and breaks out. Now that's the measure. That is the bullish case scenario. Now let me reiterate: measure targets are approximate theoretical targets only. May actually be different in real life price action, more or less, and this measurement is subject to change. Okay, So I'm looking for the bigger rounded bottom to fully develop, possibly come up to at least this resistance right here, about $2.80, and then form a smaller rounded bottom before breaking out. That is the bullish case scenario here. Bearish case scenario, if price action actually starts invalidating this bigger rounded bottom from this snapshot, okay? Now, what would actually invalidate this bigger rounded bottom here? If we start getting 2-hour candle closes, at least from this time frame, from this view right here, below $2.20, this would tell me that the next low is going to be breaking this bigger rounded bottom here, as we will have either a lower low than the previous low here. So this rounded bottom shape would actually break. Okay, that is the bearish case scenario. Let me reiterate. If we start getting 2-hour candle closes lower than the previous close of $2.20, this would tell me this bigger rounded bottom is breaking. And in my opinion, when the bigger rounded bottom actually breaks, this no longer is a cup and handle pattern. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I would love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.